Hi everyone, happy Friday, good morning. Just wanted to jump in. I have been just doing these impromptu lives just because it's just a little easier for me, and I know that for you it's just good for you to come in this group and kind of tap in and hone in when it is good for you. So what's good for you might not be good for me and vice versa. So I just figured, I'm just going to go in and talk and just share some insight with you on some topics that I had created a poll on and had seen that you guys basically had interest in everything, so wanted to talk to you. So far we talked about meal prepping and in a very effective way that you can create your plan for the week and not have to like prepare. When I mean meal prepping, I don't mean like, okay, I'm going to have broccoli, chicken, and rice. Broccoli, chicken, and rice. That's not a lifestyle, okay? That's just not whatever. So watch that if you haven't. And then I talked about some effective fat burning workouts yesterday. And now today we're going to talk about food, and I want you to kind of follow me here a little bit. Not going to get too sciencey or anything like that, but I just want to try to help you to shift your thinking with all of this, because most people don't think about things like this. And this is my mission to try to help you with this and the understanding of like maybe even how my program works and how you have to look at things on a cellular level versus just calorie counting and macro breakdown and all of that stuff. Okay? So let's talk about how you, let's say for example, you might have somebody that they're like, oh, well, I am breaking down my macros and I'm doing a certain percent of fat, a certain percent of carbs, and a certain percent of protein. Well, that's fabulous. Okay. That is good. Calories matter, all of that. But what matters more, and I've said this before, is hormones. And hormones is on the cellular level. So let's say you have somebody even that's Weight Watchers. Now, Weight Watchers, I am a fan of to a certain point. And what I mean by that is you could be somebody that is in a shit storm of eating and you don't know where to start, what to do. You could be just in an absolute disaster and you have to have a starting point. That would be like a Weight Watchers. Why? Because Weight Watchers is basically, you have this point system, okay? And what I don't like about it is that the points, they're not encouraging you to not eat certain things that are going to affect you on a cellular level, because that's not what they're there for, okay? The cellular level is something that I think people graduate to, okay? Because first, people need to have an understanding of portion control and also timing and a lot of times just portion control. But the points, what I have an issue with is that, let's say somebody's given 40 points and they say, oh, well, I can have this donut and then I can have these potato chips and I can have this pop and all of this stuff that is going to speak to your body in a not so good way. So if you look at food like this, how is this going to affect me on a cellular level? We talked about hunger, energy, and cravings, right? So how is this food going to affect my hunger in an hour? How is it going to affect my energy after or an hour later? And how is this going to affect my cravings? Right? That is on a cellular level. Where Weight Watchers is like, oh, okay, but I can have this and I can have that and I can have this. Well, it fits into my points. And then they wonder why they're not looking the way that they want to look. Because the foods that they're eating, sure, it might fit into their calorie window and their point system and all of that stuff. But what the food is telling the body, hey, let's store this. Hey, let's hold water. Hey, let's make her feel tired. You understand what I'm saying? So when you are eating something, really think about it and think, okay, how is this going to affect my HEC? I talked about the HEC. I just talked about it again. The HEC, let's just go over that one more time. Hunger, 5 and under on a scale of 1 to 10. Cravings, 5 and under on a scale of 1 to 10. Energy, 6 and higher. So be an investigator. Write down your foods. Write down what you're eating. Write down how it makes you feel. All of that stuff is very, very important, and you have to keep an eye on that stuff. Because if you are wanting to lose fat, if you want to transform, it's not about the scale. It's not about that. When you make that shift from one, let's say you're here and you're focused on the numbers and the weight loss. That's when you're really focusing on calories. You're focusing on the scale. And you might become a smaller version of yourself, but you're not really going to become any leaner. Your body type isn't going to change, that sort of thing. Versus this person over here, listening to their body on a hormonal level, cellular level, paying attention to how the foods speak to their body on a cellular level. They are more concerned on fat loss. They could care less about the scale. Okay. Inches versus, the loss, the weight loss. When you have that different mindset, if you are somebody that is a dieter, you're going to be more focused on over here, like weight loss and numbers, not body transformation. When you're over here, this is more body transformation. This is like on a cellular level. This is fat loss. This is body change and transformation. You really don't care what the scale says because it really doesn't matter, because you look amazing. You're a lean, mean machine. You're feeling awesome. The foods that you're eating are providing you the necessary energy and that you need. You're not having the crazy hungers. You're not craving. You are now within a lifestyle. So do you see the difference that I'm explaining to you? So try to make that shift. And if you think of it that way, about how is this food going to make me feel with my heck, then that is a great way to start making that transition out of that hamster wheel, the yo-yo dieter process. Because you want to come on over here on this side, because it's going to make things so much easier for you, and you are finally going to get the results that you desire, and the results you desire, the how you want to look, how you want to feel, and all of that. So excuse me, I don't know why my voice does that sometimes, but I hope that helps. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, please comment below. You can message me. I'm more than happy to help. Also, don't forget, you can be put on the wait list for the Metabolism Reboot Academy. All you have to do is just go to the metabolismrebootacademy.com, the next launch will be August the 1st. You are not obligated if you fill out that form. All that form is just telling me that you're interested. We can have a call. We can talk about it. If it fits into your lifestyle and your budget at that time, awesome. If not, it's okay. There's always going to be other rounds, and I'm still going to be in this group providing as much value to you as I possibly can. The Metabolism Reboot Academy is extremely individualized. It's also group oriented and a nice little community as well. But again, just go to the metabolismrebootacademy.com to get more information and insight, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. See you later.